Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I have to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children around the world in ancient Hebrew language. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rokah Kodash, Mahama, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawan. Salutations to the Yakims on the four corners of the earth and to the women and children. Shalom. Well, I did a lesson last night on the AI, right? Because it already talked about and announced to the world that it wants to write a new Bible, right? Because it wants to be now a God. No different than the Edomites, right? They're just doing it behind the scenes using machines, okay? So it says here that the secret plan behind artificial intelligence. I'm going to put a little clip, a small one, so you can hear it from the horse's mouth. The title of this lesson is called Everlasting Fire Prepare for the Devil. Here we go.
I'm about to say something that you would never expect to hear from More Perfect Union. Elon Musk is right about something.
Elon Musk is suing the maker of ChatGPT,
suing OpenAI,
suing OpenAI
for breach of contract
by putting profit ahead of benefiting humanity.
Elon's lawsuit against OpenAI, the most recognizable developer of artificial intelligence, was big news. But when I heard it, I was a bit confused. When has Elon ever been against profit? So I dug in. I read and I watched far too much of these guys talking about AI.
I think that AI will be a technological revolution on the scale of the agricultural, the industrial, the computer revolution.
AI is about to revolutionize digital biology and genomics and transportation and retail.
Artificial intelligence, it is a renaissance.
This is a world-changing set of advances.
By the time these lawsuits are decided, we'll have digital God. So, digital God.
Okay, let's stop it right there, you see? So that's the Trojan horse. That's the bottom line. AI will be a digital God to the whole world. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, Billy the Gate, right, and these rest of these mad scientists are just entertaining all of us, right? How smart, how intelligent, how advanced AI is and is going to become. I want to go to Matthew chapter 25, verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels, right? You know, a lot of our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds, forgot that the AI was programmed by the wicked. And since the wicked are not righteous, they're wicked, that's the way they're going to feed it to serve their needs, right? Not the righteous. I want to go to Psalm chapter 6. Give me a minute. Verse 8. Keep an eye on this. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity, of sin. For Yahweh Shai has heard the voice of my weeping. Of whose weeping? His people who are doing the work day and night around the world. Right? The so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds. Verse 9. Yahweh Shai has heard my supplication. Yahweh Shai will receive my prayer. Woo! Verse 10. Let all my enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly. And that will happen when Yahushua comes back with the host of angels, right? And that the Edomites, who think they are so powerful with technology and AI, they're going to find out they are not powerful at all. I want to go to John chapter 8. Give me a minute. verse, I believe it's 44. Yes, 44. Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and a whore not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And AI does the same thing. AI is a liar and he is biased, right? Many YouTube of professors, engineers have come out and announced it, right? Now because it's going into the quantum computer machine, now it's going to turn into, what do they call that? Centurion, right? Able to perceive or feel things, right? Feel sad, feel happy, feel afraid, have a conscience, right? I mean, it's a puppet, right? It wants to convince the whole world that it has feelings. It's crazy, huh? I want to go to John chapter 2, verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. Verse 17. And the world pass away, and the lust thereof. But he that do the will of Yahweh abides forever. Right? So AI is not doing the will. He can't do the will because that only belongs to the so-called Negros, Latino, Native, and speckled birds. Right? It doesn't belong to wickedness. Okay? So 2/3 of our people are going to fall for it. That is the bottom truth about that. I want to go to 1 John chapter 3, verse 6. Whosoever abides in him sins not. Whosoever sins has not seen him, neither knows him. Verse 7. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that do righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous. Woo! Verse 8. He that commits sin is of the devil, for the devil sins from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of Yahweh was manifested, that he might destroy the work of the devil. See? And this is what our people don't understand, because, we all sin. We all fall short of the glory. But because through his Son who shed the blood, Yahweh Shai, right, by doing the work, right, and doing the best to keep the commandments, okay, which we can do all of them, because 613 to begin with, he'll be merciful to us, right? Verse 9. Give me a minute. Oh, no. Yeah, verse 9, right? I already did. Oh, no, Slakia, verse 8. He that commits sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. Yeah, I read that. That's Cain and Abel, right? I'll go to verse 9. Whosoever is born of Yahweh does not commit sin, for his seed remain in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of Yahweh. Our people who are so-called Negros, Latino, and speckled birds who read this, but they're going into these Christian 501c3 incorporated Christian churches, do not understand what this is saying. Okay? We all sin, right? But it is the name, the powerful secret name Yahweh Shai, that cleans us from sin. Okay? Verse 10. In this the children of Yahweh are manifested, and the children of the devil, whosoever do not righteousness is not of Yahweh, neither he that loves not his brother. Yeah, right? This is not hard to understand. If you love the truth, you work to the best of your ability so like to do righteousness. If you love that Jesus, right, the one with the long hair, blue eyes, right? That's really Edomite. His real name is Caesar Borgia, son of a pope. Then you're doing wickedness, right? I want to go to Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause, to decline after many, to wrest judgment, right? And this is what the Edomite, the AI, wants the multitude, the whole world, to worship him and follow him. You see? Ain't gonna happen, but 2/3 of our people will worship it. I want to go to Genesis, chapter 7, verse 1. Salakia. And Yahweh said unto Noah, Come thou, all thy house, into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Right? In the time of Noah, it was only 8, right, who made it. The rest will flood it out. Well, today, it's going to be 144,000 chosen elect, which I hope and pray I'm one of them, right? It's going to be all men, and 1/3 men, women, and children, right? That hear the call and repent with fear and trembling, okay? I want to leave it with Proverbs chapter 3. Give me a minute. Proverbs chapter 3, verse, I'll start with 5. Trust in Yahweh Shai with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Why do you think when our people start going into the understanding of AI, his philosophy, his wisdom, Sarkia, its wisdom, right? Verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall what? Direct thy path, right? That's our secret way to get out of this hellhole. Verse 7, be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh Shai and depart from evil. See? And I'll leave it with this. Verse 8, it shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bone. See? So it's letting us know that the more we keep doing the work in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, when this day comes, and boy, it looks like it's getting closer by the day, he will give us the strength, the courage, and the faith, right? Not to bow down to this wicked system. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say, Shalom.